starting to see how tired my eyes are. I didn't even realize how tired they were, bro. But, like, yeah. Basically, bro. So about this. Anyway, let me show you my progress in sales. I'm making some money. I got like $200 worth of stuff to ship. I haven't done it yet, but I have to do that. There's just a lot going on. My mom's in jail. Where the fuck she's at? Cool. I was not going to try to contact her. I'm starting to realize she was her business out there, but if a drug addict tells you they're going to treatment, you'd be surprised what that actually is. Methadone is not what I thought it was, if that makes sense, but whatever. I'm not shaming her. She went through shit, whatever. I get it. So, anyway, yeah, I just want to move out of this car. I don't want to be in here. I don't want to give up on my channel either, so, selling shit. Yeah. Learning how it all works and shit like that. But yeah, man. You know, I also realized, like, how my childhood actually was. If I really think about it, like, not even childhood. It's like having everything that you need, going to stuff like family reunions or church, but never really, like, feeling like you're there past a certain age. Like, past age, like, 12, I just became too aware of what people were doing. Like, being around alcoholics 24/7, a lady that's almost schizophrenic, like, with the way she accuses you of shit, you can't even feel safe in any space that certain people are, and she's there at the same time. And even when she's gone, now it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was never, like, a safe space, like, ever. And that's not even the worst shit, like, plain, like, bro, like, there's, like, a long list of shit, and I'm like, I was under, like, constant stress for, like, my whole childhood. That's why my brain works this way. That's why I had to figure this shit out, and no one helped me. Nobody has helped me. And low-key, I met this girl, like, a month ago. Looked just like me. She's a trans mask. I'm wearing a binder right now, but I don't know if I'm, like, I don't think I'm, like, trans. But she's actually transgender. Looks kind of like me. Turned out she's 30. I thought she was this, like, young boy this whole time. No, that's a 30-year-old woman. And she's like, yeah, I'm the son of God. And I'm like, bro, the son of God. I didn't dispute it, but, like, I was like, damn. And then I saw this post that was like, yeah, you're gonna meet yourself who you could have been. And that shit just made me mad, because I'm like, bro, what do you mean that could have been me? She's begging for, like, cigarette money. Talking about she's the son of God and all this shit, and these people are trying to get her. And she's on the floor, like, obviously high as fuck. Got kratom right here, bro, and it's just like, what do you mean that could have been me? When all I've ever done is consider people's feelings. And the kids from my childhood that did not do that have way better lives than me. And it just goes to show you. That's why I say there was no chance. I believe her in a way. Like, I believe that she probably did have the right intention. Because it's like, the way God treats people who mean well. Bro. I'm not saying I'm perfect. But it's just a fact that in my childhood and up until that point, everything I said or did was to help somebody. Help their insecurity, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Because they had a lot of them. And it's like, how does this become my life? You know what I'm saying? It's because it can't be that way. If they're not paying for what they're doing to you, then you're going to pay even more. If that makes sense. Like, for example, if you accept a fucking DoorDash drive that's 10 miles long for $2, if you accept that shit's going to take you an extra hour or two. And the reason why is because if they don't pay more money for their DoorDash order, that energy that needs to find somewhere to be taken from will come from you now. I'm just saying, like, that's how it works. So it is my fault. Like, literally, like, you just sat there and let them, I don't know, out of fear, whatever it is, like, not to say it was all bad either. But, for example, other than, like, needs and all that taken care of, it's basically like it was basically like being boarded up and, like, working. because I felt like I genuinely had to work to earn my stay. Literally. And if I wasn't doing that, I was somewhere dissociated. And it's like, they never, like my grandfather, for example, never made me feel that way, but everyone around him did. Everyone around him did that. And they literally brought it up at times. So it's just like, okay. And it's like, whenever I did get something extra, it's because they felt bad for talking about me. Like, I realize that now, too. Like, you think I can't hear you? Like, whenever I would get something, it's because you went and talked about me to somebody else. Like, it's like, nothing is like, everything was like fake and gay, if that makes sense. And that's not even the half of it, bro. There's a bunch of other shit, like they just don't know when to stop, and you wonder why your kids are alcoholics, drug addicts, homeless, women beaters. This is why, like, you guys are horrible. And you enable it, so you're not much better than her, like, you. And I'm seeing now, I've been working my way out of that, because let's say if I had gone and gotten friends or whatever, I probably would have just turned out fucked up, because I wouldn't have been forced to go through it. I would have went around it. Which means I would have never fixed myself the way I'm doing now. And learning how to actually be patient. And even before that, I was an impatient kid. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was very impatient as far as, like, anything. I think I've already talked about this. Me being impatient about things. Like, big things I could deal with, small things. Small, stupid little shit. Like, that shit sent me over the fucking edge. Like, before, I had, like, pretty bad grades in like, even in gifted classes up until, like, 4th grade. Because of math. Like, once that shit confused me, I would really scratch out my tests, bro. Like, I was so pissed off. I would get so mad. And then when 5th grade came, I learned a little bit more patience, and then I ended up getting, like, straight A's for, like, until, like, high school. So it's like, clearly I can learn things. So, it's not that bad, but it's like, it doesn't translate to, like, me feeling better. And it's like, the people who do the wrong thing, at least half of the time, end up having a better life. That's why I say God is a capitalist. Like, you cannot be nice. You can't build a business by being nice to people. I almost got scammed on DoorDash. Like, they called me acting like that they were DoorDash support. And my dumbass gave them the code for something. They tried to change my password. She's like, oh, you don't know me. I'll run it up in your name. I'm like, bitch, I could literally I just froze my credit. I was like, bitch, are you dumb as fuck? Like, or what? Like, I could literally just freeze my credit. You can't buy shit anyway. And my credit is a fucking 661, bro. And my dumbass, this is my first day I'm missing a car payment, bro. On time. And now my credit's gonna go down. Like, bro. I just wish that God would help me, bro. That's it. Because God, from the beginning of time, has only ever done the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. And I just don't understand why. Like, I'm not that harmful. Like, okay, like, if you need me to not be that good, like, don't be that intentional with what you do if you need to sometimes hurt people, okay. I will do that. More. Because I already did it a little bit, but I'll do it more. If that's what's necessary. But it's like, nothing works. Like, I just have to be patient as fuck, and that's it. Because there's nothing I can do to fix this. Like, you literally have to sit there and wait. It doesn't matter what you actually try to do. Until it's actually time, God is not going to help you, bro. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do sometimes. Sometimes about the way you think about shit. That's really it. And they say that a lot on social media, but I get it now. Like, God will let you, if you force your way through, God will allow you to do that, but you will never be happy until God allows you to be. So it's like, I don't mean God as in Hebrew God, because that's obviously Satan, if you look at his actions. So it's like, no. Source, or whatever you want to call it, this whole thing, right? That's it. I just forgot the point, but that's it, bro. You can't be happy until the collective or God, whatever, allows you to be. I don't know why, but whatever. But I know now, like, I do kind of have anger issues with people. Like, I'm not as patient. It's because I never got patience, and I was never allowed to do anything. So it's like, why would I be patient with you trying to play me, for example, when I've never gotten to do anything close to that? Because I'm over here babysitting grown adults, so I didn't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why can't you do that one thing? Like, you could still go date somebody, man, whatever the fuck you want, right? But let me know, right? That's all I said. Just let me know, okay? Cool. You can't even do that. Like, you can't do even the smallest thing, and it's like, but me, I have to be patient with everybody. Constantly. Like, it's, bro, it's tiring. Like, I don't know, like, guys, That's why I get so mad. But that's a problem. I can't get that mad. Because the past is up for whatever, but I think at a certain point I realized that I don't want to stay that way, unlike the people around me. So it's like, why did they pull right next to me, bro? But yeah, they drove away. But yeah, so now I've realized a lot of stuff. That's why when I ask, yo, just say it. Just say what you want, you know? It's not hard to do that. Because I know, because I've been through a lot more than you, and I still do the right thing. It's not that fucking hard. You can do it. You just don't want to. That's all. And it's like that option that you have to be able to not want to is a privilege, and they don't even see that. And I'm sure whoever is seeing this video, but that's what it is. It's like, I'm not perfect either, but I've been very clear with you. You've never really been clear at anything. And it's like, I don't understand the concept of, for example, becoming a sociopath over some mid-ass trauma. Like, I guess because I was forced to for survival, I couldn't become that way. Like, I literally couldn't. Because they prided me on good grades and being a really good, like, hardworking kid. Like, they didn't have to ask me anything. So maybe it's not really in my heart to do that. Maybe I just grew up that way because I had to survive that way. But it's still aggravating when somebody can't do something this small. All because they have some random excuse that isn't really an excuse. Like, it just, like, honestly, that's why my brain just shuts down and I don't talk to people anymore. Because the only time I ever used to talk was to help someone out of an insecurity because it was hurting me somehow. And that's my fault. That's my fault, though. But, like, yeah, no. That's why I just don't talk anymore. And it's like, it's just better that way. Like, because people don't want to hear the truth. And unless I feel really excited about something or want to talk to have fun or make you laugh, I'm not going to talk. Because every other form of talking is an exchange of information that usually is to help someone either understand something or whatever. And people don't actually want to understand anything. Or they don't have the capacity to because they're not smart enough. Or not smart enough. They haven't gone through enough to understand what you're saying. So it's like, there's no point in saying it. Unless someone asks you. Like, for example, arguing with people on fucking, Instagram. He's like, oh, what do you say? Oh, you guys are dependent on the suicidal empathy of white people. And I'm like, white people complain about shit? Not all white people. Certain white people. Because I don't think all white people are racist at all. Like, unlike some people. But, look. You cannot, and it's these specific people that are doing the thing I'm talking about. So it's like, you kick Native Americans out of their land. And now they're coming back in the form of Mexicans. And you're complaining. You enslave blacks, and then you stop them from voting, and then you make sure their education is trash, and then you capitalize off of their rap music because you know that they're trying to get out of the hood, and you capitalize on that and spread it to the whole community so that it becomes even worse, and then now you're complaining about that. Like, it's like you create the problems that you're whining about. The environment, for example. Like, you're creating that problem too. You are. They don't talk about it. It's just like, how are you that dumb to realize that, like, you guys always disagree. Republicans and Democrats always disagree on something for no reason at all. Things that they should agree on that make common sense, they don't, and they do it on purpose, and you don't see that they're playing you. How does a Republican disagree about mass surveillance? You are obviously being played. How do you not see that? Like, it just goes to show you that they are working together to confuse people. A Republican is all about fucking freedom. Why the fuck would a Republican who knows you can make religion illegal decide, hey, I'm gonna go and fucking agree with mass surveillance? Like, no, you realize religion could become illegal in the future, right? So what the fuck are you gonna do then? Like, it's just like, it just goes to show, like, none of that shit is real. And that's cool. I think, the structure, maybe it should exist. People are dumb enough to fall for it. So, it should exist. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying, do not come to talk to me about politics. Don't come to talk to me about anything, because you don't actually want to know the answer. So just shut the fuck up. And I think now, after this video, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up, because I just don't see the point. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up in Congress or some shit. Like, I just have a feeling. Definitely, like, I'm gonna be in charge somewhere with this shit. But I'm not gonna say shit, I'm just gonna do it. Because you motherfuckers, you guys don't know shit. Anyway, not all of you, but, most of you. Because you'd have to go through a lot to really understand shit. And I'm glad you guys don't understand, because then that means you would have gone through too much in life. But also, If there's anybody watching this that wants to deal with me, do not deal with me if you don't want to just do the bare minimum. Like, it's just, oh god, fuck. I've just said a lot, but I'm just tired, bro. I'm fucking tired. Hopefully this is you know, the last video for a while, and the next time I'm in a house or something. But yeah, that's it.